Welcome to an introduction to TouchDesigner, which is a nodal-based audiovisual system that has many possibilities and it's lots of fun. So this is what you'll see when you first open TouchDesigner 099. I'll just call it Touch from now on to make it easier. And what we have here is our palette on the left-hand side. And this gives us some examples of different things we can make with TouchDesigner or that are already pre-made. And there's a whole bunch of different things in there that we can explore later. But for the moment, let's click that off by left-clicking here with our mouse. And here with this green box around this operator here called movie file in1, these are all the parameters for that operator. And we can make that show up or go away by pressing P. So let's make that go away for a moment. Now we're left with the default network and we just want to get rid of that for a moment. So if you right click, you can select parts of the system. So if I select all of these and hit delete, they're gone and we're left with a totally blank page. So just a couple of things first off to show you. One is that when you hit tab, this brings up all of your different operators, which we'll discover one by one. Just for the moment, we'll close that and just get used to hitting tab and selecting, because I find that the fastest way. You can also right click and go for add operator, but personally I prefer tab. So that's how we get to the operators that we're going to build our system with. In terms of the mouse and how you get around the system, I'm moving the system or the background to the system here, even though there's not really a system there yet, with my left mouse button. If I use my right mouse, you can see that we can select anything that's there. And if I scroll with my scroll, if you've got a scroll mouse, you can scroll in and out, so you can zoom in and out of a system. So this will make more sense when we grab an operator. So if I hit tab and I bring up, so I keep it in the black in comp, and I go down to say geometry. Geometry is a box where you keep a primitive shape in, such as a sphere or a box or a torus or a circle. So here's an operator called geo. If I'd like to scroll away from it, I can scroll with the middle mouse backwards. But if I keep scrolling in, there's a few different ways to do this, but if I keep scrolling in, I'll go inside that box. And here we have a torus, which looks like a donut. So there's our torus. Now if I want to come back up out of that box, I can scroll up and out and I'm in the geo. So it's worthwhile just doing that a few times. You can also double click and I'm inside that. And I can also get out by hitting U. So generally I double click or I hit U, and that's going inside the box and outside the box. And you can keep nesting different boxes inside various other boxes, so it becomes a bit of a 3D style network. Now if I want to get rid of the geo, it's already selected, but I could select it like this if it wasn't selected, and I could delete it. And if I want to move around, you can scroll or you can use the left mouse button to look around the system that you create. Another way to do that is to hit H, and it zooms in on the operator if there's only one operator, or if you have a bunch of different operators, which is the normal thing to have, it'll bring all of them onto the screen so you can see them at once. Okay, so that's the end of this very quick video. So have a quick play, hitting tab, deciding to bring up any operator, and then click, left mouse click, and that will make it sit onto the network. and then you can go inside the geo, hit U to go back out. If you hit U again, you'll go up to the top level, which is where you have your project folder. So this is the main folder that you'll work in for the moment. So we go back in, I'll double click, and I'm inside here, and I can go inside this one here, and there's that torus, and I'll hit U and go back out. So just practice moving around your network and creating operators. See you in the next video.